100,000 tons. With respect to the plant health upon your directions, all the measures are going smoothly, even though the crisis in Ukraine, our exportation rate is increasing. Thank you.
مشاهدينا الكرام، وبينما تابع الرئيس عبد الفتاح السيسي
in between the follow-up or the tour of His Excellency Mr. President in the day of the harvest season, His Excellency Mr. President is going to inspect and review the cultivation lands of the wheat, one of the main strategic goods that Egypt is consuming. As one of the most consuming countries worldwide, Egypt is important harvest consumption, while producing the other half despite the successive increase of population that reached 2.5 million each year. But Egypt is covering the half of the consumption domestically, yet the real dream, Egypt to achieve the full self-efficacy efficiency of the wheat halves, and to add more agriculture capability as well as the industrial process in order for the Egyptian people to receive a high quality product of the bread that suits the Egyptian people. The addition, the issue or the matter of industry beside the agricultural system, it's strategically shouldered by the Egyptian state recently. Due to the cost of the waste of different crops, as well as to avoid the difficulties of the high cost of transportation in order to reach an end product of a good quality and a distribution network disseminated throughout the Republic to be and using the already paved roads in the last few years in order to reach the production efficiency. What is surrounding the world of economic problems represent a great challenge, and the sole solution would lie down on improving the agricultural state to make Egypt having the food basket and having the quality or the capability of producing a higher quality production. In order for the Egyptian people to have a high quality production in an affordable price, this cannot be done without having a good optimization of the know-how and modernized technology in order to localize it in Egypt by the good optimization of the that cannot be separated by the educational capabilities of the state. Without an industry and technology, won't be have any real development. So, for education does not start from the university phase, but due to the competitive world that would require to start our education from a very earlier stages. What we are going through is a greater challenge in different levels: economical, technological, as well as the social, civilized, and societal, that affect of each other. So the concept of comprehensive development pursued by the state is very important, that require some sort of balance amongst all the sectors. Through the history, Egyptian people proved that they are capable to exceed and overcome such challenges in order to improve types of life to our people, for the nation preserved by the Almighty God throughout the history.
ليستمع إلى المزيد من التفاصيل وليشاهد على طبيعة بعض ما تحدثنا عنه وتم الحديث والشرح التفصيلي عنه من خلال هذا الحدث الذي قدمناه لحضراتكم ونزال نقدمه، لكن هي ترجمة على أرض.
Another spot to be reviewed and inspected by His Excellency Mr. President.
اتفضلوا معايا، اتفضلوا مش عارف لوحدك.
منذ سنوات مشاهدينا الكرام كانت هذه الأرض صحراء
Years
قاحلة
ago,
كمثل
this
ما
land
حولها.
was a desert,
الإرادة كنا
as it is surrounded, yet due to the will and the decision that made the scene as you can see,
هذا توقيت عيدا للحصاد
to
لمحاصيل مختلفة على
make
رأسها
the date is the day of the harvest
في العالم
of the wheat. It is the main strategic or the
أن تتحول صحراء
crop in the
مصر
world. The dream that the extended desert to be as such in each place and corner of the country.
في أماكن مختلفة
Agricultural areas to be extended in different places throughout the Republic is a
جانبا منه
dream.
يتحقق في كل
A part of it has been fulfilled in each step made by the Egyptian.
مشاهدينا الكرام نزالوا مع
Dear viewers, we're still
شرق العوينات حيث
transmitting in live in Sharq al-Wayat, where the Mr. President is reviewing on the ground the presentation or the talks have been presented in the language of figures in different through the sectors of the states. For example, the armed forces are one of the important arms of production in Egypt in order to achieve the food security industries in Egypt as faced and confronted by everyone surrounded us. Teams in the region mentioned and in the Arab area and the Middle East facing challenges and difficulties, the perspective or the outlook, whether in the side of the security protection, political capabilities, targeting the security of the borders as well as the food security and the great economic capabilities. What can be achieved require a wealth using modern means, as I mentioned earlier, that require to work in parallel in order to achieve the comprehensive development. While we are in the south of Egypt, or rather the western southern in Egypt, in Sharq al-Awaynat. We are in the Tushka. It's about 80 kilometers to the west, and towards Al-Farafra and Ain Dalla farms that represent another point linking the biggest or the big triangle through which the reclamated area to be extended in the western desert of Egypt. And such a desert is going to be transformed to a real treasure due to the exploration in Sinai and in the western desert, or such a treasure to be like in a reserved water, as we are away from the traditional resources of the water, such as in the River Nile. So this area is relying in large on the groundwater to be treated in a way that maintains the sustainability of such resources for it, and this such water in the ground could be lasted for hundreds of years, where ambitions are higher, dreams are high, not for the company, not for the state, but for the upcoming generations. Therefore, we are talking about real development throughout the Republic. Whoever is following the map of Egypt would find that the valley, throughout the extension of the banks of the Nile, from the east to the west, is a green area, been there for thousands of years till today. Yet in fact what has been added to such a green area is the real achievement that secures the existence and lives of Egyptians throughout the upcoming years. Mr. President Abdel Fattah Sisi is toward another spot, and we are going to follow his review of line productions of the potatoes in order to review the high modernized systems of producing the mashed potatoes and the regular potatoes to be offered in the domestic market. Also, there are several crops such as fruits and the palm trees, and we've already followed rewards being given from the world record of Guinness, where two rewards expressing the abilities of Egypt and Egypt's ability of achievement in different sectors. Not only wasn't only the first world record is rewarded in Egypt's field. In addition to the palms, there is wheat, corns, vegetables, oil products, and the agriculture and grazing, and the poultry sector, the bees, cells. Egypt is capable to achieve a lot in different fields, yet the issue of administration and the skills development is the real key in order to achieve these goals.
في القطاعات المختلفة. مشاهدينا الكرام، ما بين نقطة ونقطة نتوقع الآن المزيد من الإضافات والمزيد من
more additions, more achievement to have a real leap to be added in this land.
مشاهدينا الكرام،
dear viewers,
الحياة لا تضن على المجتهد بأن تعطيه من
whoever is exerting the effort is going to be rewarded naturally in her life. To start with is an idea or a dream, and then more effort to be exerted. The idea would be transformed to a real ability in achieving the impossible.
مشاهدينا الكرام، كنت أتحدث مع حضراتكم
Dear viewers,
عن رقمين قياسيين جديدين
mentioning
لمصر
two
من موسوعة جينيس العالمية
world records of Guinness.
في هذه الفعاليات ممثلة جينيس
Its representative talked today, Kenzie Al-Dafrawi,
هي معي الآن وسأسألها
which is here with me
اللتين
now.
لمصر. أهلا بك أستاذة
I'd like to welcome you, Ms. Kenzie. If you please explain the two rewards and what is Egypt had achieved. Thank you for having me. Egypt had two world records, two new records. The first one is the biggest, the agricultural area of palms, around 132,000 square meter, and the biggest one is the biggest agricultural reservoir of 250 1,000 square meter. It is a great achievement that is required, or that Egypt is deserve. And now we have a group picture where Mr. President with those who are participated of today's harvest season.
لينا في مصنع بطاطس النص المقلية. عمرو السماك المدير التنفيذي لشركة
Optimac Solutions specialized in design in the food industries. We are starting to offer the external selection stage. It is selected of 100-ton capacity, and then we have bunkers of storage of 200-ton capacity, and then start the first phase of washing to go in the circle, as you can see, and then followed by the stone removal, and then another stage of washing. All the waters are being re-filtered, and then to enter of the peeling stage, which is one of the most important stages. By using the steam pressure mechanically, that is increasing the waste of the potatoes of 12%. And the peeling is going to be dry and then to be washed again, and to make sure that the potato is free of skins. And then the electronic selection to look at the external view of the potatoes, and automatically the machine or the system is going to be alarmed if having any tip or any piece of a skin still left in each single potatoes. Before the cutting, each line is going through waterless knives. So the cutting of the potatoes is using the water. In this stage, we'll be having the small tips of the potatoes to be transported to or into the mashed potatoes stage. Escalating the potatoes stage is by removing the small types of potatoes to be moved into the stage of the Martian potatoes, and then followed by using the cone stage, which is the most technological stage. All fingers of potatoes to be selected through the cameras to be showed that all types of potatoes are according to the water standardization. As you can see, these are the shape of the sound types of potatoes, and the other one is to be selected, the wrong types of the potatoes being selected electronically. The boiling of the potatoes is going to be through two stages, followed by upstairs in the stage of dry. On the right, we'll be having the line of the mashed potatoes, and Walid Samak is going to complete with you. On the right side,
مشاهدي الكرام، ما نزال مع حضراتكم في هذا البث الحي على الهواء مباشرة من شرق العوينات، حيث يتابع السيد الرئيس عبد الفتاح السيسي هذه.
We continue our coverage of following the inspection tour of His Excellency Mr. President, reviewing the production stages of the potatoes. The product being weighed through the scale of 1 to 2.5 kilos. This is the shape of the end production to be stored in a temperature of the package space is fully automatic, even in the boxes. This is the line of package of the Mausch potatoes. As you can see, following putting them in the packages to be entered in the first phase, which is the metal inspection case or detector, in order to make sure that the package is free of any metals, and then to be put in each box, to be entered in the box and to be weighed to make sure of the right and the sound weight, and then any package of having a default to be selected. You need instructions, sir. Thank you.
داخل المخزن.
The temperature inside the storage is 15 Celsius. The corridor of entering the product, and in the rear corridor to be through which is exited. The pavement of loading are equipped to receive all types of vehicles in Egypt. The same product to be loaded on each teller. In the same time, each load of 22 ton. Thank you, sir. A small brief on the production. This line.
عندنا بطاطس اللي هي الالوميت، وعندنا بطاطس تخينه شويه اللي هي الستريت رايس، وعندنا بطاطس الويتش اللي هي بتبقى على نص الدقيق، بعد كده بيبقى عندنا البطاطس الرفيعه اللي هي البطاطس الجوليان، وبعد كده عندنا المنتجين.
The sound isn't clear from the source.
احنا برضه في المصنع حاولنا ان احنا نقفل المنظومه كامله بحيث ان المزارع اللي عايشه يبقى معاها شهاده جلوبال جاب، بحيث ان احنا نقدر نطبق المزارع كلها قدرت تاخد شهاده الجلوبال جاب. والمصنع الحمد لله حصل على شهاده الايزو 22000 وبصدد.
The plant is luckily is being rewarded the ISO certificate. Here are the certificates being rewarded for the company. The LP that affirms the analysis quality are accredited. And the IC 22,000 of the food sounders, and hopefully will be getting and rewarded the world reward in exportation. Thank you, Mr. President.
فحلم جديد بيبدأ كل يوم بينا وبنكمل تاريخ كل اللي قبلينا وجيل ورا جيل، طموحنا يزيد وكتف يشيل وطوبة بتسند الطوبة ونطمن عشان خطوتنا محسوبة هيبقى الحلم بإيدنا أكيد.
And that was, our dear viewers, our live coverage for President Abdel Fattah Sisi witnessing the inauguration of agricultural projects in east of El Uwainet and the wheat harvesting ceremony today. President Sisi was briefed on the latest data and the number related to the agriculture and agricultural products. Addressing the event, the President said that planting in east of El Uwainet is implemented using the groundwater reserves. Sisi said that rational water uses are applied in the agriculture in East El Uwainet. The President added that the state is keen to utilize a modern irrigation mechanism in Tushka. The President also said that the state aims to attract investors in order to do that in the new zones and to maximize the productivity of the agricultural products. The President said that researchers and studies must be compiled to achieve the agricultural industrialization. He said the groundwater storage is being used to according the international standards to prevent it being wasted. The President inaugurated a number of projects in East El Uwainet via video conference. Sisi also inspected agricultural projects in the area and was briefed on the progress in the area and the production data.